Y'all say it with me. Love is patient. Love is kind. It does not envy. It does not boast. It is not proud. It does not dishonor others. It's not self seeking. It is not easily angered. It keeps no record of wrongdoings. Love doesn't delight in evil, but it rejoices in the truth. It always protects. It always trusts. It always hopes. It always perseveres. Love never fails. Good morning, everybody. I am Quan Yin, and this is I Have No Cut Cards Tarot. Now, they told me to do this live this morning because I'm getting a straight download this morning that I guess it's going to come out as we go along. It's a message for somebody, okay? Somebody is going through the tribulation of their life, and you're coming to realize that we are in tribulation times. However you would define that, we're in that era, we're in that time right now, okay, where the beast's power is coming to an end and it's coming to a head, and the world we live in is changing and it's falling under a new world order, and there's going to be a great division. The wheat from the chaff is being separated, and you're finding out that your family members and people closest to you that you thought you knew, your eyes are literally spiritually opening right now. And some of you are coming to recognize the souls of the people that you've been interacting with for lifetimes. And you're realizing some of them are your natural enemies and others of them are your allies. And it don't got nothing to do with blood. It don't got nothing to do with growing up in the same town, in the same neighborhood, bestie friends since kindergarten. It has nothing to do with that. Just like in the story of Krishna and Arjuna, where they were about to go to war. Remember, they were lining up to go to war, and Arjuna was afraid to fight with their relatives and family members because Arjuna's spiritual eyes were not open to recognize them as independent souls that they've gone through lifetimes with. And some of them are of the darkness and some of the light. So he was like, these are our cousins and distant cousins. These are our people that we're about to slaughter in war. And Krishna had to open up Arjuna's eyes in the spirit to recognize and be able to see past the flesh and see past the matrix illusion and see what this earth and existence is, and recognize the souls of the brothers, the sisters, sometimes your mother, your father, your children even, and recognize these as independent soul contractors that came here either to be your enemy or to be an ally. You understand? And when their eyes opened up, that's when they went to battle. And that's where we are right now. And that is the realization that's going on with a lot of us right now. So the message that I have for you in this time of tribulation, in this time of where we've been sorting and separating the wheat from the chaff, right now, a lot of you have made a choice and you're of the light. We're people that were come out of the same portal and womb, mother and father as you, they've chosen the darkness. And now you're able to clearly see the soul of the different people you've interacted with and draw a clean line, because there's about to be a spiritual battle and a spiritual war. And this is the message that I have for you this morning. No weapons will be formed against you, but they will not prosper. No weapon formed against me shall prosper. It's not cliche. It's not just words. There is no weapon. If you're in alignment with God, the light, however you define God, your higher self, your higher self that gives you access to higher dimensions, to angelic information and angelic guidance, you are going to know how to move in these times of tribulation, what to do, where to go. That's why you need to be in alignment, because sometimes your guidance is going to come through and flow through you from 1 hour to the next, from one day to the next. Literally, some of you might be moving, relocating, being forced out of your homes. Some of you might be in cars. Some of you might be in different situations trying to figure out how you're going to proceed. You might have lost your job. All kind of things are going to be shaken up in a lot of your communities as the new world order is being unfolded and rolled out before us. But it's not just a new world order for people connected to the beast system. It's a new world order for those of us that are of the light too. We're going to literally be living two different realities and two separate types of existences. And the people that have chosen the darkness, they are going to be subject to the new world order, but in a low frequency and low vibration. And their reality is going to be like the Hunger Games. Their reality is going to be like these movies, The Hunger Games, Divergent. That's going to be their reality because they've chosen the darkness, and they are going to be connected to the beast and the beast system in a way where they're oppressed. Now, you might be connected in a different type of way. You're going to be guided to the right people and the right places to live a clean lifestyle with other people on the same frequency as you. And you're going to be at the top of the wheel of karma. And your existence and reality is going to be a blessed one. Trust and believe in this matrix where we live. No matter what, there's going to be good and evil, light and dark. It's going to be places that are thriving, and there are going to be places that are like living in hell. And whoever you are, your reality is going to be different than the reality of those of the darkness. That's what's going on right now. And I was told to tell you all that no weapon formed against you shall prosper. How many of you in my collective where you had energy weapons, a goddamn energy weapon used on you, but you're still standing here because it did not prosper? How many of you had death spells done on you day and night while an energy weapon was used on you, and you're still sitting and standing here because it did not prosper? How many of you were fired and chased off of jobs through gang stalking? How many of you were followed? How many of you had attempted kidnappings? How many of you were tempted to have been run off the road to get in a car accident, and instead they ran into the side of the road and died? Weapons are going to be formed against you, but it shall not prosper. How many of you have had illegal guardianship put over you in court to try to put you away somewhere, and you still living independently, you still making your own money, and you're still able to function and nobody can come towards you? How many of you have been in violent relationships, emotionally, physically abused, or with narcissists that were trying to trap you and keep you, but you're still here and now they're gone, or they're living in a hellish reality? Weapons will be formed against you, but those weapons will not prosper. Let every tongue that rise up against me in judgment be thou condemned. For greater is he that is within me than he that is within the world. Okay? So the message I'm here to give you this morning, the download that they gave me, was a strong one too. They said, fear not, okay? For I am with you, okay? Listen to me. No matter what's going on, there's a whole spiritual realm that's playing out with ancestors of the highest vibrational love, angelic guidance, all around you at all times that you can't see with your naked eye, but you might hear, you might feel them or know their presence. The presence of the Lord is here, however you define that, okay? And from one moment to the next, you have to trust and believe that in times of uncertainty, when things seem unsure, just relax and go into a meditative state or prayer. And literally, you might have to make some moves in your life. This is for someone specifically. You're going to be guided to connect with certain people, and you're also going to have to make certain moves in your life that are going to be last minute moves at the last minute that you're not expecting. Meaning, this is what they told me. In order to not give monitoring spirits, which would be these demonic forces working through a demonic government, the monitoring spirit is technology, the NSA, these people that are in cults, of course, because the NSA is run through a principality and a demonic force to monitor the light of God here on earth. Okay? Follow me. So monitoring spirits, they're using technology to monitor everything you do, to trap you and to control you because you have the light of God inside of you. So that's the reason why you have to tune in finally to God, your higher mind, for insight and guidance. because those monitoring spirits might watch you through technology so they can know how to block you, so they can know how to create an obstacle of whatever you're planning on doing. That's why you might not get a download until the very last moment about what direction to go in or about what to do. And it's not going to be something you can Google in a computer, because it's going to be downloaded into your mind. And just wait. And when you get it, that's when you make the move. So it gives these monitoring spirits less time to plan an obstacle to block you. And it gives your ancestors time to get things in alignment for you, so that when you're ready to move on a download that you got about somewhere you should move, or somewhere you should go, or a job you should apply for, or anything that you need to do, your ancestors will have already lined everything up for you somewhere. But you're not going to move on it until the last minute. They're not going to tell you what it is. And then they're going to tell you what it is. And when you move, everything's already lined up. And the enemy is not going to have enough time to create an obstacle, to call nobody, to quickly start a smear campaign, to quickly try to block your way, because they don't have enough time. Because by the time they try to infiltrate whatever you're doing, because you didn't do it until the very last minute, they didn't know what direction you was going in and what you was going to do. And you kept your mouth shut, and you wasn't typing it in a computer, putting all your business out there. Because everything that those of you that have the light of God in you, they're monitoring you because they want to keep control of you. You understand? So right now, we need to go inside and meditate and pray and constantly be in reflection, because your guidance is going to come from day to day, from hour to hour, how you should move. And it's not going to come in. This is for someone specifically being heavily oppressed right now that cannot heal in the same place that they're being oppressed in. Okay? If you're in a place where you cannot find a footing and heal, because you cannot heal in the same place that you're being demonically oppressed in, your downloads on how to move and who to contact are going to come through at the very last minute, so that no obstacles can block you. No monitoring spirits on the computer watching you so that they can get ahead of you. Your download is literally like out of nowhere. They're going to be like, in 24 hours, pack up your things and just get in your car and drive to this place and wait for the next download. I know that sounds wild, but the thing about it is, when you are connected to God, that's why it's so important to be in tune with your star player. Because when you have a roadmap inside of you, you have an inner compass, an inner God compass inside of you that will literally guide you from one minute to the next, and you will be successful in whatever it is you're about to do, purchase or whatever. And you don't need to put it in a computer so these people can be a step ahead of you. You understand? Yeah, I know. Fox that one right. Right. You know what I'm talking about then. You just wait for the download. And they might be like, okay, go here and wait here at this location for your next download. Don't type anything in any computer. Just keep on doing whatever it is you're doing and wait for the next download. We'll let you know where your next move is and what you're going to do. And while you're in a resting or meditative state, you let your mind go free, and that's when the download is going to pour in. This is how spiritual people are going to be moving during this tribulation time. You understand? Because, yeah, AI, and because this demonic principality and darkness that's running the government by taking control of technology to monitor your life and monitor everything you do, they don't have access to the information you get from God. They can't tap into that. Your downloads come faster than light speed, okay? Because when you're at a high vibrational rate of love, everything comes in quick for you. Your intuition is very fast. You get downloads before the enemy. They have to do witchcraft and scribe to figure out where are they going, what are they going to do, and they have to wait for an answer. Your downloads come at light speed. Do you understand? They're running off of AOL. Your downloads are like airdrop. You understand? Your connection to God is like the iPhone airdropping the information into you. Bloop. Y'all saw me when I used to do them readings before. While the people, before they could even think and finish forming the idea of the tomfoolery that they were getting ready to create in your life and express the idea verbally to their friends in these covens and cults. Before they could even speak it out, it would come across my table. You understand? Because while they're forming the thought in their head, it's being airdropped in the high priestess consciousness. You understand? God is light speed. Okay? So those of you that are spiritually connected, that understand the times that we're in right now, fear not. Okay? They will form weapons, but they will not stand against you. So let me go ahead and jump into the read and see what the message is this morning. But that was for somebody. Don't be in a tizzy worried about they're attacking me, they're doing this, they're blocking me here, they're doing this, that my money is whittling down. Don't worry about none of that. Get into a rested meditative state and allow your mind to open up. And if you're in alignment, you don't have anything to worry about, because they're going to put a person on your mind. They'll put a place on your mind. And they'll literally, the plan will unravel. You have a spiritual roadmap built inside of your subconscious mind that's literally going to guide you. That's what you need to survive in this day and age, a connection to God. Let's go. What are the messages? Somebody is not in denial. They actually did form weapons, energy weapons. You thought those energy weapons, the military is for crowd control in case we have to keep people safe. No, those energy weapons were formed for you because you have the light of God in you. Those energy weapons were formed for you. A lot of you all need to really right now, wait a minute. A lot of you all really need to make sure you completely protect yourself. Another thing, some of you are younger people. I'm sorry. I know the day and age we're living in, but abstinence is best. Okay? To be celibate is best, because right now we are going through a real zombie apocalypse. And the way you become a zombie is by having sex with a zombie. They're doing it through sex. The bite is sex. Think about it. When a vampire bites you and infects you, it's something devil. It's something addiction. It's something connected to the carnal nature. It's something sweet. It's something you enjoy. That's how they get you. You understand? Through lust. So the bite to turn you into a zombie is sex. And if they can get you with lust without discernment, if they can get you with lust without discernment in that devil energy, that's the carnal nature of your sexual desire, and you have lust without discernment, you will have sex with a zombie and you will turn into a zombie. Right now is the time to be celibate, I'm telling you, because we are going through a zombie apocalypse. And if you do have sex, you need to practice proper discernment, and be thorough in your investigations and finding out who it is you're dating and sleeping with before you sleep with them or even let them in your energy. Look at the news. Look at all these crazy people after one date coming, you let them know where you live and they come to unalive you because they can't take rejection. That's a zombie. Happy Friday, everybody. QUAN on fire this morning. They gave me a word. Child, they mad right now. I'm telling you. These little demons that thought if I could just get a human vessel, if I could just get a human body, I know I could do some damage to that earth angel over there. I know we're going to all come together and we got a diabolical plan and they not ready for what we got. Oh, sweetheart, we've been waiting for you. God been waiting on you. Like, oh, that's your diabolical plan to get control of some human vessels, of some people that haven't had a chance to heal yet. And then to come in human form, to use that old narcissistic tactic, of wearing a mask and love bombing and mirroring feelings so you can sexually attack to my divine ones, attach. So you can attach to people's emotional body and break them down financially, and spiritually and energetically, and attack them. Well, guess what? When y'all planned on isolating them, I already knew they was going to heal in that isolation, and they'd be ready for your ass. See, you use isolation as a weapon against my divine ones. But you know who I am. I am the Lord. And whatever the devil uses for evil or intends for evil, I'm going to use it for good. So you sat up there and isolated them to prepare them to come in and attack them. And in their isolation cocoon, they've turned from a caterpillar into a butterfly. I know you knew who they were because of the spots. They weren't a worm like you. Y'all are worms. These are caterpillars. There's a difference. They have my mark upon them. You understand? So what the devil tried to use for evil, God turned it around for good. That isolation allowed a lot of you all to heal. God was like, I'm going to sit back and let the evil people do the work for me. Go ahead, isolate them. Because that's part of their divine plan, is isolation. Because as we all know, you cannot heal and transform with another person. Healing and transformation has to be done in isolation by yourself, because it requires you to go within, because there's nothing outside of yourself that's going to transform your body, mind, and spirit and help you to love yourself before you can love and have universal love for everything else and everyone else. That was the main ingredient in their transformation from a caterpillar to a butterfly: isolation. But I let y'all waste your energy and time doing that for me. So go ahead, do your isolation spell work, because that was part of that was the main ingredient to their development. Thank you. But then again, y'all needed something to do. So I let y'all go ahead and think y'all was being smart. What are the messages? A lot of you didn't realize back then, when they were creeping up on you with technology, slowly, little by little, to isolate you, slowly blocking certain jobs so you work at the job they want you at for game stalking, slowly trying to back you into a corner to trap you, and then cut your resources off, and then cut off your communication so that they can control who can communicate, and slowly creep into the minds of your unhealed family members and community to make them offers of new cars and almost new cars, and offer them fame, popularity. All of the unhealed members in your community and family and people you grew up with in church, to make them deals to help isolate you. They thought that they was infiltrating your whole entire life. They felt like they thought they was sneaking up and creeping up behind you over the past few years, slowly isolating you and closing in on you and backing you into a corner. That's what they thought they was doing. And your angels were sitting there with their hand up under their chin like this. Look at this. Y'all doing the work for us. That's just what they need, is isolation. Because when they break out, we're going to whoop y'all asses. They're going to be isolated and get their energy up. And they're going to learn to fortify and protect their emotional body, which is going to protect their energy and allow them to be able to have clear sight. They'll be able to have clearer sight and discernment in isolation. These demons are crying right now. You know how many of them have to all come together to come up against you? Woo. Excuse me. I told you, they in their thoughts right now. One more. Somebody might be holding a meeting. Somebody might be holding a meeting somewhere right now, talking about what we gonna do. Y'all heard of this meeting before? This might have been in the reverse. We'll see. Y'all heard of this meeting before? It's happened before. In the religion of Christianity, these little low IQ demonic spirits that don't have no power, them demons, they stay demon, they gonna demon till their death, and they do. They could see Jesus' aura. Just like Siddhartha had an aura, his electromagnetic field around him, because they vibrated in love and their vibration was so high, they say their aura stretched outside of them up to 2 or 3 miles. That's how bright the aura was, okay, of the masters. They have a bright aura. And the demons could see from about 3 miles away. They felt the presence of Jesus coming toward them because they were inside of a possessed man. So they had a meeting, and they were like, we about to get evicted. Y'all already know when he get here, we're going to have to leave. Y'all see that bright light from all the way? It looked like the sun rising. We're going to have, so what we going to do? Well, we could always ask him, can we go into those pigs over there so we can at least have a vessel to go into? Because, it's no question about it. All he going to do is give us the look. We don't even have to talk about it, because as soon as he stepped up in this man's energy, it's an instant eviction. I know he's been asking us to leave his vessel, but we don't have to listen to him. He don't got no power. But when the Christ child gets here, that's the sheriff, and we're going to have to leave this vessel. We can't stay here. The vibration is too powerful. It's too much light, even standing next to this man, for us to be in his body. You understand? Somebody is having a meeting right now similar to that with this living room energy, because they know you coming. That living room energy right here. The living room represents privacy, a personal space, something intimate, comfort. Okay. Rich lady in the reverse. Somebody's not going to be wealthy anymore, or their wealth has come to an end. Okay. And they're in their thoughts about it. They might be in a private space discussing this with others. They worried right now. Okay. They have to accept something. Honesty in the reverse, because somebody wasn't honest about something, and they're not in denial right now about what's going on. Okay. They're in their thoughts about something coming to an end right now. Unexpected money. And then I have work. So somebody is in their thoughts about how whatever their master plan was to live a life of riches and self-indulgence by using your energy, is what I'm getting. They're going to have to get a job, and a very low paying one, to survive. And they're thinking about that right now, and they're worried about it. They're not in denial. Clarify denial in the reverse. What is denial in the reverse? Yep. Somebody is extremely burdened right now, because all of these demons have been kicked up out your energy. Now, they were already around you doing things your whole life on the spiritual realm, which might have presented itself as simple blockages and obstacles. But when you started to heal, and when you started getting into your north node, they didn't want you to get into your north node. That's when your spiritual warfare manifested into actual physical warfare, where you could see the demon's face. It manifested in anyone of a low vibration that it could step into. Y'all remember in the Matrix movie how those agents were jumping bodies. They would just jump into any human being that was in the Matrix. These are people in their south node that have not gone through a spiritual awakening, that can't see yet. You understand? So because they're in a lower frequency in their south node in the Matrix, the agent could use anybody. So your spiritual warfare has turned into physical warfare, why people are following you with the gang stalking, why people are coming towards you right now in the physical, trying to cause imbalances in your life, and they're in your face with it. Those are those agents or demons that are jumping bodies and vessels of people that are in their south node and unhealed. Anybody can be used anywhere around you at any time. And because you kick these demons out your energy spiritually, they've been having people come up to you. But if you notice, when people come up to you with stupidity out of nowhere that don't even know you, it's because that demon that's tracking you is jumping bodies. And when that demon gets close to you, all it can do is make a mean face or say something stupid to you. Where do you think you're going? I'm telling you, I've had some people walk up. Where do you think you're going? What do you think you're doing? Out of nowhere. It's because it's not them. It's because it's the demons that are chasing me, jumping, their body jumping. Because a few seconds later, I'll be like, excuse me, I beg your pardon. Can I help you? What do you mean? Hi, how you doing? What are you talking about? And they don't know what happened. You understand? It's a demon, several demons that are after people with the light, and they are body jumping, and they can jump in and out of bodies. And you have people that don't even remember what they said to you. They don't remember for a minute there, trying to doing something stupid. Throw a banana peel in front of you so that you slip and fall and just make a mean face. And you're like, do I know you? Why would you throw a banana peel while I'm walking in front of me to fall? You just think you're so happy, don't you? And then the next minute, do you have a problem with me? They'll go back to themselves. No, I don't know what you're talking about. You just threw a banana peel in front of me. No, I didn't do that. You understand? There are demons. Yes, it's the movie Fallen. That's real. That movie Fallen with Denzel Washington. I'm watching that play out in real time every day right now. That spiritual warfare has manifested so heavy into the physical that regular people walking the street don't even remember things they say and do. And it's happening right now. So you kick these demons out your energy. So they're running up to you and following you and chasing you down everywhere you go, but they can't touch you. That's the thing. They cannot touch you. And they can't, the only way that demon can access you, it can run up to you to look at you and make a mean face and say something stupid, but that demon can't access you unless you open the door. See, the devil can't come in unless you open the door to the devil. You got to give the devil permission. How do we give the devil permission? By opening our mouth and saying yes. That's spiritual. Because what you speak is a spiritual manifestation. Abracadabra. I will create as I speak. So what you speak is law. You understand? So if someone's trying to date you, talk to you, become your friend, get access, and you don't use your discernment and you say yes to the wrong person and you allow them access to friendship to you, access to your body, access to your home, access to your energy, access to your personal business, now you've given them some legal right because you opened the door with your mouth by verbally saying yes. And your command went to the spiritual realm, and now they have physical permission to access you. A jealous lover or ex stalking you that you've been out of contact cannot gain or regain access to you unless you let them back in to plead their case and open your door. Unless you accept their phone calls, because then they can quickly plead a case in court after they hit you up over the head, hit you upside the head. They can plead their case. No, we were talking again. See, look, I got proof. Look at the text message. We was on the phone last night. No, I was just in their house yesterday. They let me in. After 10 years, after they thought I was healed, they let me in their house. No, I'm not going nowhere until I find somewhere to live, because they let me in their house and told me I could stay there. I didn't tell them that. Well, you can't prove it. You understand? Once you open the door and let the enemy in, then that gives them access to you. You kick them out your energy. They're not in denial. What's honesty in the reverse? The 6 of Wands. Someone's not being honest. Someone's not in denial, but somebody's dishonest about something. Something is still moving. You're still moving forward. A contract is over and you can't be backstabbed and betrayed. Somebody might not be being honest with themselves about the fact that these demonic contracts are over. Y'all have healed and you've burned off the karma that you had that allowed these demons and narcissists to afflict and oppress your life. Any oppression you went through in your younger years before you went into isolation and transformed, that was karma you were burning off from a past life and from this life. So that allowed these people access to oppress you and put you in bondage because you were in your south node. But you're not in that energy anymore because your karma has been burned off. So they don't have any legal access to you spiritually. Okay? The cycle's over and you get to celebrate now. And you don't have to give them access to you again. Okay? What's acceptance? You're free. They can't go on the spiritual realm and claim that, well, they still have karma, so I get to do this to them. They still have karma they haven't burned off. They still have toxic additions because this person is codependent to people for validation. So they're weak for compliments. And if I go compliment them and pump up their head because they have an unchecked ego, I can access them. So I can still find a way to oppress this person. They're unhealed. This person still has low self-esteem. And because they have low self-esteem, they're emotionally codependent to others for validation. So we still have access to them. So I can create an obstacle in their life through my connection to them because they're still connected to toxic people, places, and things because they have abandonment issues they haven't healed yet and they can't be alone. So they still allow us in their life. So you're giving me access. They can't do that with you. When you are fully healed, you don't connect with toxic people, places, and things. So they have no spiritual legal rights to you. Okay, and you're about to be in some celebratory energy. There's the Queen of Wands reverse energy here that wants to get a new start, doing something, possibly what's acceptance. They're not being honest. They won't accept that it's a missed opportunity to get this money. This is someone in a cult, man or woman. What is worry? The devil in the reverse. They cannot stand their ground against you. These people can't stand their ground against you. You're too powerful. Your light is too strong. It's too bright. They burn up in your light. That's why when these demons walk up on you, they always squint their eyes. Their posture is never erect. They always have like a posture of Schmeagol in Lord of the Rings. Because when you're in alignment with God, and that Kundalini energy is flowing unimpeded through your body from the bottom to the top, it forces your posture to be straight. These energies, you can tell them because their posture, they're always hunched over and always to lean into the side. They don't look you in the eye. They don't look you straight in the eye. They're always squinted. Their head is cocked. Their body language is that of a liar. They're always fidgeting. They can't stand straight with their chest out, okay, with their back straight, and look you straight in the eye and have a straight, transparent conversation with you. Because these people operate in darkness and deception, and they don't know how to deal with a person of the light that comes straight and direct and shoots straight from the hip. A lot of you all, people don't like you because you don't talk around in circles and you don't get in no gray area. It is or it isn't. It is or you can't fool me and you can't gaslight me. It is or it isn't. You don't use confusing language. You're straight. You're very transparent. You're very direct. You say what you mean what you say. And you look people straight in the eye, and the devil can't take that. Because these people are used to manipulating, emotionally manipulating, gaslighting, bending the truth, and talking circles around things. They can never give you a straight and direct answer. And you don't operate like that. You're the sun. Clarity, transparency. You shoot straight from the hip with your tongue. Your tongue is like a sword to these people, and they can't take the truth. Let's go. So somebody has to accept that it's a missed opportunity. They're worried right now, and they've been taking action, doing spell work under this new moon. They don't have because the wheel has already turned. It was a bad investment for a mother figure or a Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. Clarify worried. They've been watching you like a hawk through technology and in person coming to your home. These people are, when I tell you, these people are outside of your building. They're parked in cars. This is how important God's light is to these people's survival. These people that have these demonic, archonic spirits possessing them. Your light is like oxygen to them. So much so that they are parked in cars around surrounding you. They're watching you through technology. They're all just watching you like, no, we can't let you go. We don't want to be banished out. They can't survive without your light and your energy. And they're losing their minds right now. They're literally losing it because they don't know your next move. And you're not talking out loud about what your moves are. And you're not hopefully putting it in a computer either. You're waiting on your downloads to know how to move. So they can't monitor you. Be careful of speaking out loud what your moves are. Because if you speak out loud, there are monitoring spiritual spirits that are listening and waiting to hear what you say as well. Now, of course, you can send them on a wild goose chase. Of course, you can look things up that you have no intentions of pursuing to throw their ass off. You could do that too. Child, I've done that before. I planned out a whole damn trip. I to take. And then I went so far as to drive about 15 miles out in the direction of the trip they thought I was going to go on. And they sent people all the way to the destination out at the beach where I was going to. 5 hours away, they already sent people there. They packed up their cars, got ready and started heading in that direction. They figured I already know where they're going, so we could just drive 100 miles an hour ahead of them so we can be there when they get there. Meanwhile, I'm driving in traffic on purpose. And I go about 10, 15 miles out on purpose. And then I turn around at a rest stop, take a nap, and go back home. And when I tell you, I pulled these cars and they were losing it. They was hot. They were like, this bitch is playing with us. Yup. Sure was. I was playing with them. They was mad. Child packed suntan lotion. They packed bathing suits. Some of them brought their kids for this gang stalking mission. We could bring the kids. They was mad because I had them driving at night and they was following me. Some of them are in the FBI. They drive those. They follow me in a white or black Jeep Cherokee. Those FBI agents. These people are dumb. But I did it for my own entertainment. And I laughed because they all turned around when they realized that I was playing with them. Because I'm the spiritual joker. And this is God's playground. I talked about it in the reading. All right, tell me about living room. What is living room, please, and thank you. What is living room? It was almost like that movie in the Truman Show when Jim Carrey came out in his car and he was acting like he was about to drive out of town, and all these cars came out to block him. And then he pretended like he was going back home. And then he drove around in a circle over and over and over and over and over again. And then all the cars went away and he quickly zoomed by. It was like that type of thing. Clarify living room. Clarify living room. Shoot, they not the only one that can have fun with this gang stalking mess. Y'all want to play? Let's play. You got the right one. Talking to the spiritual joker. You done stepped on the God's playground, and I'm a joker for real. I got plenty of games and tools up my sleeve. So they're talking about an injustice that they did that might land them in jail. Okay. Somebody keeps making spiritual offers, but it's getting rejected. And these people that can't regulate their emotions are trying to avoid a tower with an injustice that they did. And they're in their thoughts about it because they're thinking about the work that they're going to have to do because they're not going to be rich. They're not going to gain the wealth they thought. These covens and practitioners thought if they all put their low IQs together, that it would make them smart. But that only works strength in numbers with physical strength, or strength in numbers that works when you put your money together. It doesn't work with a whole bunch of people with a low IQ coming up with a good idea. When you get strength in numbers with a whole bunch of people with a low IQ coming together to come up with an idea, all you get is one big dummy. All right, what is the energy crowning this read? What is the energy crowning this read? One big dummy, like Sanford from Sanford and Son said. You big dummy. One big dummy. They thought if we all put our heads together, we can come up with good ideas. No. That works with money and that works with physical strength. With intelligence, it doesn't work. putting a whole bunch of low IQ, dumb people together, putting your brains together, you just create one big dummy. It doesn't make you smarter. It's just a whole bunch of stupid people come together with even stupider ideas that have lack organization skills, lack coordination. Idiots. It's like it's as if Mo Curly, the Three Stooges, formed a coven. It's as if the Three Stooges then formed a cult. That's what it's like. What's the energy crown in this read? I told my age. I told y'all my age. What is the energy crown in this read? Yeah, I just saw the justice card. Whoever you are going to get justice when you take a risk. The risk is talking about my download I got about you all following divine intuition. You know if you have a real connection to your higher mind, which is God. You know if you're in alignment to get the correct message. You know if you're in alignment and your perception is balanced and your foresight is on point. So you know that any risk that you take, meaning you moving at the last minute, it's fated. Things are going to be lined up for you. It's divine. The wheel of fortune to also talk about divine timing. Okay. And any risk that you take, it's not a risk. You are following a roadmap that you're given, but it's coming from the divine. You're being told how to move, where to move, and what to do. Interestingly enough, I talked about that before, where I feel like it had something to do with some souls that might have been older at the time, that were guided at the time when chattel slavery in North America ended. Some people they were worried about having a roof over their head and feeding their children, so they decided to stay in certain oppression in the South, where others were guided to go north to freedom. And they didn't know if they would have a job. They didn't know if they were going to be able to feed their children. They didn't know what was in the north. They ain't never been there before, but they've heard things. And I feel like there was an inner compass, and some were more conscious than others. And they felt themselves being guided to go north, like going from your south node to your north node. And those slaves that when slavery ended took a chance on faith, like with Harriet Tubman and many others that said, I'm going to take a risk and I'm going to go and believe in God and have faith that I don't know how I'm going to be provided for. I don't know what's going to happen with my family, but I'm going to have to just take this risk and trust God. They did it. And a lot of them successfully planted their feet in the north and sustained work and were able to build a family, obtain a home, land, and bring their family too. And were able to thrive for many, many generations until the compass now redirected and said it's time to migrate back to the south and invest. And then after doing that, the inner compass, now it's time to migrate out the country. You see what I mean? It's a certain Christ consciousness that certain older souls are in, and there are other souls that are not, that are going to get certain messages and be guided to migrate and to move around and do certain things at certain transits and times. And it's an inner clock, and it's an inner magnet. It's something inside of you that you just intrinsically know when to move at certain times. Chattel slavery ended. I'm being guided to go north. Okay. Things have turned around generations later. Right now, I'm being guided to go back south and invest something here. Okay, right now, New World Order rolling out. Right now, I'm being guided to go overseas. You understand? You're going to be at different times. If you're an older soul, you're going to be guided to make certain moves at certain times. And other people that are in the same consciousness that you are going to pick up on the same messages. So somebody right now is going to do something risky. They're going to take a risk to win at all costs, a Queen of Pentacles, or someone could be in fight mode. They might be very victorious. What is the obstacle right now? the obstacle is for these people that are powerless to work together to create an illusion. Okay. The Seven of Cups here is talking about illusions. It could talk about something being scattered. It could talk about something on the spiritual realm. It could talk about a lot of different things. It could talk about a variety, several choices, options. It can speak to a lot of things. But this is actually talking about trying to create and keep you all in the matrix and keep you all in an illusion, keep you all in an illusion of the matrix to stop you all from spiritually waking up and getting in alignment. So you realize that you're in a matrix and you don't have to be working like a slave. There's a way out if you have the inner compass and guidance to know how to move and what moves to make. If not, you're going to be made a slave. That's what I'm getting. If not, you're going to be made a slave. If you didn't wake up spiritually, they're going to be able to make you into a slave. Hence what I described for you. Some people's reality is about to be different than yours because they didn't follow the spiritual guidance. They didn't wake up. They got overly attached to material things. And instead of focusing on their foundation and spending money and investing their money and time into things that would build a strong foundation and allow them to be flexible, some people invested their money into things that are connected to the ego that help give them confidence because their inner confidence was not strong. They didn't have an inner confidence because they didn't do their shadow healing work by going inside. So a lot of money and wealth was wasted on things that look shiny, that make them feel important when you should already feel important if you do your healing work. You understand? So people's reality is going to be very different that didn't do the healing work, that overindulge in materialism. Okay. People that have operated in arrogance. And these people feel powerless because whoever you are, you're healed and you're not in any illusions and you're very confident. So that means you don't make decisions or spend money out of ego. You do it out of good sense, practicality, and you have clear sight. And your foresight is on point too. Okay. Whether you went out and bought land, whether you were saving and storing up like Joseph when he was preparing for the time of famine during a time of plenty, whatever type of mindset you were in 20 years ago, right now you're going to benefit from that mindset that you've been in. You understand? A lot of you out there are that Joseph energy that had the foresight and the knowledge to know during times of plenty, when there are plenty of jobs and plenty of money, that's not when you splurge and go on vacations and cruises. That's when you start preparing and take advantage and use that time to prepare for the time of famine. You understand? So whoever you are, they feel powerless because you got unstuck from the illusion they tried to put you in and keep you in. Okay. And their obstacle is working together to put you back into an illusion because the cycle is over and everything is about to change. What happened in the recent past? Somebody was waiting and expecting something to happen. Somebody could be a Cancer, Pisces, or a Scorpio. I have the moon. I have the moon. I have the 9 of swords and the 3 of wands. Okay. Or somebody thought that they was going to sneak up on you. Somebody thought you wasn't going to be ready for this new moon. Somebody thought you wasn't going to be ready for all the death spells that they were planning on doing for the new moon. I feel like somebody planned a sneak attack and they were waiting for the results, even though these reprobate-minded people have seen God's hand in your life every day for the last 10, 20, 25, 30, 40 years. They see, yet they don't believe. You understand? They can see, yet they don't believe. So that's why they keep trying you. And they thought you were not paying attention to the moon cycles and not expecting them to attack you. They thought they were going to sneak attack you under this new moon and do a death spell and take you out if they got enough people on them. And they did. They went ahead and did their death spells. Whoever you are, you might have moved around a little bit or done something so that they all couldn't gather and gang up on you in one place. I don't know what you did. Did you move around a little? Did you go on a trip, drive around in your car, go for a walk? See, they need to have you in one place. Or maybe you were in your home and you spiritually protected yourself. But they need to have you in one place stationary so that they can all circle you. They want to be able to encompass and circle you when they're doing this witchcraft and doing these death spells. It makes it difficult for them when you're moving around. It makes it very difficult if you jump on a bus and just ride somewhere for 6 hours. If you get a cheap ticket, jump out of nowhere, jump on a train, jump on a bus, jump on a Spirit airline flight or something, a cheap one, and fly somewhere round trip and come back. It throws them a loop. If you jump in your car and just take an unexpected trip during these moon cycles when they're thinking, where are they going to go? We're going to sneak attack them at nighttime, and all of us will surround their home, and all of us are going to do the magic together. Or you could have spiritually prepared something in your home. You could have put some bay leaves in the four corners of your room. Surround yourself with salt. Take a spiritual bath. Either way, whatever it is that you did, you were ready for them. It was a sneak attack. Clarify the moon. Yeah, it was a missed opportunity. They missed you. And warrior, because they're exhausted. Because they planned this. Maybe that's why they were doing spell work on your third eye. They were trying to block your intuition, like make you forget that they attack every new moon and that they attack every full moon. Like you could forget how they've been attacking you, like you would forget. The Ace of Cups. These people, they got a lot of energy. They had a lot of people. They've been building up a lot. They've been doing all this chanting and stupidity. They thought they was going to get you. That Ace of Cups is talking about all of the energy that they were storing up when they were doing all that chanting they was doing. Getting ready to throw their little death magic at you. The Nine of Pentacles in reverse. Somebody is they're burdened right now because their offer got rejected. Their offer got rejected. And I was told yesterday in the reading that there's going to be a backfire from all the spell work they did. And somebody's not going to be able to recover. What are the messages? Tell me more about the situation right now, about that Two of Cups reverse. The offer got rejected. Yep. I was about to say a Queen of Wands reverse. Someone might have Leo in their chart. Someone could have Libra, Aquarius, Gemini placement. Yeah, because these are reprobate-minded people that can't process things correctly. And these are, and all of them come out as this Four of Swords reverse. The Four of Swords talk about retreat, reflection, being up in your head, in your thoughts, self-reflection. See, these people, when they self-reflect, because they have a retarded, reprobate mind, and because they have all kind of unhealed, toxic perception, they can't think correctly about things. These are people that can't balance their dark and light energy. That's why the Four of Swords reverse is someone that's not reflecting about something properly. They lack perception. Okay? The Three of Pentacles reverse, they got fired from their job. This could be a mother figure. They got fired. Someone could be a Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio. Someone could be a Leo. Someone could be a Libra, Aquarius, Gemini. They got fired from their job, meaning their coat or coven has fallen apart. It fell apart. Tell me about this King of Pentacles. Somebody was trying to sneak up and be sneaky and do something. Who's the King of Pentacles? This is someone from the past. The Lover's reverse. A narcissist from the past might have been trying to sneak up on either a Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, or a King of Pentacles energy. Someone from the past, very narcissistic, might have been trying to be sneaky with somebody in my collective, a Gemini, or the lovers. This might be an ex-lover or someone that was trying to backstab and betray somebody by reuniting with them. So somebody might have come back around during this new moon that was going to backstab and betray somebody in my collective, and it's a past lover. This could be a man or a woman I'm picking up on. But there's someone very narcissistic. There's someone very narcissistic that intentionally came back into somebody's life and planned maybe to do some sex magic on them, to do some spell work. If this was supposed to be a sneak attack to give other people that are after this person access to them. So they were going to try to sexually seduce that person. They were in some sneaky Seven of Swords energy. They might have been offered a new car. Y'all be careful about people from your past that you know can't balance their dark and light energy, suddenly out of nowhere resurfacing around the full moon and around the new moon and certain moon cycles, especially if they just make contact with you out of nowhere. And then they make little contact here and there. Hey, I'm going to be visiting your town. I'm flying in on such and such a date. See what that date is. Is it a full moon on that date? Pay attention to that. These cults have grown so much and they've recruited so many people that right now a lot of people, especially during a time of inflation when people need money bad and are weak-willed, these people, they can offer a family member, a friend, an ex-lover, a new car or an almost new car, a job, anything. People are desperate right now to come into your life, someone you haven't talked to or seen in years, and to try to make plans around the full moon with you. And their plan is to date you, have sex with you. Oh my God, it's a reunion. Because they want to give other people or a cult that's targeting you access to your energy. And that person resurfacing in your life is not the same person that you used to know. You have to be careful of these people suddenly from your past popping up out of nowhere. Okay? Somebody didn't have the same energy for somebody. And this person felt rejected because they couldn't plan something. Yeah, somebody was coming back to somebody from someone's past that was a lover of theirs, and this is a narcissist. Okay? The Seven of Pentacles. Clarify the Seven of Pentacles. Somebody saw something. Somebody saw something and they moved to calmer waters. Okay. Somebody could see that somebody was the same person. The Nine of Cups talks about being in the same position. It talks about satisfaction, complacency. It has to do with being okay with something. You're cool with something. The Nine of Cups is talking about this person is the same. They haven't changed. Okay. It could talk about stubbornness. Okay. Someone sits in the same position that they stand in emotionally with something. How they feel about something, they still feel the same way. They're not budging or moving. They're okay with how things are. So the Nine of Cups is this person, when they interacted with this person, it wasn't an equal give and take energetically. And they realized this person is the same person that they were back then, a narcissist. So they didn't get away with whatever they were trying to pull off, which was the Five of Wands them. They wanted to cause a conflict to them. And that person was sent to them by some people that made them an offer. See, when these cults can't, and these people in these covens can't seduce you and they can't connect to you, and you won't accept their offer, they will go in your phone history of every phone number you've ever had and every phone you've ever had. They'll go to your family members. They'll go to your old high school and college, and they will go through and look up and find someone from your past already connected to you, and they'll send that person, and you won't think anything of it because you haven't seen or heard from this person in 5, 10, 15, 20 years. And you'll think it's a happy reunion because it feels good to sometimes see people you haven't seen in years. It's like a reunion. It's someone that's familiar to you. But it's because they went into your past because they couldn't infiltrate you to find someone that you knew to infiltrate you. And they'll offer that person, they'll find someone that's in need and offer them a new car or an almost new car. That's why be wary of old people coming back and resurfacing in your life. What's the most likely outcome right now for these people? They're going to be in reckless energy doing spell work, but who cares? They're powerless. These demons, they stay demon. They gonna demon till their death. Let them demon till they die. That's the end. Oh, bars. That was the final line. Okay, so that's how I'm gonna end it when I finally get the song together. Let them demons die. Them demons, they stay demon. They gonna demon to their death. Demons and diseases, they gonna demon to their death. Demon till they die. Let them demon till they die. Hey. Oh. That's my song. Don't nobody try to trademark it. There was another part to it too yesterday, and I should have wrote down. Remember. I mean, copyrighted. Child, don't put. Y'all know I'm a joker. Don't pay me no mind. All right, so these people are very reckless because this is their career. They signed up for a career being demons. I wish I could have been a fly on the wall at that job fair. It's a whole bunch of goofies dressed up in purple, brown, and dark brown robes over their head at a table with candles and a pentagram at the job fair, at college and high school, talking about dressed like Harry Potter. A whole bunch of people dressed like Harry Potter at a job fair between Home Depot and between the Navy and between all these other. I wish I could have been at the job fair when you signed up for this career as a demon. The problem with these people is they have no love. And I can prove it. Love is patient. Love is caring. Love is kind. Love doesn't delight in evil. It rejoices in the truth. To be a demon, you have to delight in evil. You revel in it. You love to see evil. You love to do evil. You love to see pain and suffering. It brings you pleasure. It brings you pleasure to see and do evil to people. And love can't abide there because love doesn't delight in evil. So nobody that joins any cult or coven has love. And that's why I know they hate me, because I keep saying the word love over and over again, and they hate love. They hate the word love because they don't have it. And because your love is what's causing your light to shine so bright, they say they hate love, but they don't hate it. It's the fox and the sour grapes. They don't know how to get it. The reason they're obsessed with you is because your light emanates from love. And they really want love, but they don't know how to get it. And they don't have the strength, the will, the desire to do the work that's required to do the shadow work to change so that they can get love, self-love, and then universal love. And because they don't have that, and they're not structured and disciplined enough to follow and stick to the path to get it, they hate you. The fox and the sour grapes. Don't nobody need love. You a goofy. Don't nobody need love. You goofy. You're a sucker. You're a sucker because people like you that are beings of love, we take advantage of y'all. We steal from you. We abuse. We delight in doing evil to you because love is for suckers. But I'll explain, like I have explained many times before. No, sweetheart, you're the sucker. I wish I had a lollipop I could put on a table, right? You're the sucker. How many licks does it take to get to the core of a Tootsie Roll, bitch? The reason you're the sucker is because by being in the highest vibration of love, it allows us to get our chakras in alignment, which means the light flows through unimpeded. That means the information that flows to us and is downloaded into our consciousness is God information. And it is light speed. It's being airdropped in us, which means we're smarter than you. We're faster than you. We get information faster than you. We know what you're going to do before you can finish thinking of it. It's that God energy. So when we're in that energy of love, we actually move faster than you, and we're protected spiritually. You're slow, sweetheart. The reason you're slow is because your perception is off. And the energy and communication you get, it's distorted because your third eye is blocked. Your intuition is blocked. You have a blocked crown chakra. The messages and delusions you believe in are as a result of your perception from a place of fear and lack, because your sacral and root chakras all blocked up. You understand? Because you don't have love. Love allows you to vibrate on a higher vibration that gives you favor and protection. Okay? That fast, high vibration protects you from diseases, sickness, financial loss, and everything else. And then it allows us to be ahead of the game where you're running out of breath trying to keep up with us. So who's the sucker? Okay? The Knight of Pentacles. They signed up at the job fair and went to the table with all them Harry Potter looking motherfuckers dressed like Harry Potter and joined the coven because they had the best snacks over there. And they joined them and they can't get judgments reversed over people to get control of anybody, claiming that the slow people are in charge of the people that are fast and have a high IQ. They want to lock up, the idiots want to lock all the people that are smart with a high IQ up in mental institutions. If that's not walking on your hands and trying to eat with your feet, doing things backwards. But then again, we're in a bipolar society of capitalism where up is down, down is up, wrong is right, right is wrong. The Bible says in the last days, people will rejoice in evil. Evil will be good and good will be evil. That's what we're dealing with. So if evil in the last days will be good and good will be evil, that means stupid and dumb and slow with a low IQ and retarded will be smart, and smart will be considered dumb. Wrong or right, amen? So you got a whole bunch of people out here that are dumb, slow, with a low IQ, that's trying to throw a net over God's people that have God, light speed, intelligence, intuition, and strength. And they're trying to capture y'all and destiny swap with you. I cannot. So these people are going to have to move to calmer waters and find another career at McDonald's, God bless you, or Taco Bell. Don't worry, they'll make all of you managers. Every last one of you are going to be managers. So somebody is planning something, an Emperor in the reverse right now. What's this Emperor in the reverse? Somebody that did something that was unequitable, unfair. Something's unbalanced. Something's happening very quickly. They're planning on trying to do something that's unfair. Tell me about what this Emperor reverse is about to try to do. Let me pull some cards. Somebody's plotting to do something that's unequitable and unfair. Somebody's got something up their sleeve. Maybe this is a warning quickly for somebody to let you know what somebody's about to do. Someone's about to try it, maybe with money. Maybe with money. We're going to find out right now. Someone might be in the Marines. Sergeant Major in the Army. Someone might be from the islands. Somebody might be in the military. Somebody might be connected to a senator. Somebody might be in the military. They could be in the Marines or the Army. Someone might be connected to a senator, Jesuits. Somebody might be connected to Jesuits. A travel agent. We got a travel agent. A utility worker. An insurance underwriter. Somebody might be planning on trying to do something unfair. Somebody might try to block somebody from moving around. I am a living man and have the right to travel. Somebody might be a sovereign citizen. A social worker. So somebody wants to try to do something unfair real quick. Child, please. the senator's back. So there's a senator that's going to try to do something with some other people, unfair maybe. Plumber, HVAC. Someone might be a tarot card reader or a prophetic speaker. Somebody might be somebody's play brother or play sister. This is one of your ex's friends or family. Somebody might be from New Zealand or connected to New Zealand. Somebody might pledge Omega Sci-Fi. Somebody might be a barber. Somebody might be somebody's brother or cousin in the FBI. Or somebody's ex might have a brother that works for the FBI. Child, these people try to do anything too crazy. Child, let me tell you, they might die. They might die. I'm telling you. Let's start. Tell me about plumber or HVAC. What is this? Someone's going to try to get away with something. Somebody's going to try to get away with doing something. They're okay with trying to do something because somebody is overly emotional. Somebody is overly emotional and their complete wish fulfillment. A hermit. Somebody could be a Virgo. Or somebody just might be someone that has access to information or something, or someone's depressed and isolated and they feel powerless right now. They want to drain someone because they're not getting what they're expected. So there's a plumber or HVAC person that's going to try to do something real quick with the night. A night energy is going to try to do something to someone's plumber or your plumbing. What's the Two of Pentacles reverse? They're going to try to do something reckless. Someone might try to come in somebody's house and do something reckless to their plumbing because they can't balance their situation. They're going to do something reckless. What are they going to try to do to someone's plumbing? A Queen of Wands. What are they going to try to do to someone's plumbing or HVAC? The High Priest reverse. All right. Someone might not be using their intuition. What are they going to try to do to somebody's plumbing or HVAC? They're going to avoid a tower because no one's going to work with them. This is wishful thinking. Somebody wanted to come and do something to someone's plumbing or HVAC. And the leader of this cult might be behind it. Why the Hierophant out here? Why the Hierophant out here? Somebody was going to try to cause some kind of an imbalance, maybe to a father figure by doing something to their plumbing or HVAC. Somebody might be from New Zealand. Somebody might need to pay attention right now, especially if you have rental properties. But they're not going to be able to, the sun, they're not going to be able to cause an illusion. It's going to get illuminated. Whatever they're trying to do, they're not going to be able to cause an illusion to a Knight of Cups. So whoever I'm talking to, somebody, it could be a man I'm talking to. Someone might be emotionally intelligent. They might be emotionally responsible. You know, the King of Cups is somebody that's highly intuitive. They're empathetic, but they're highly, highly intuitive. I feel like there's somebody, New Zealand, the Knight of Wands reverse fell on New Zealand. This is somebody in some destructive, reckless energy. So somebody from New Zealand might be about to do something to somebody's plumbing or HVAC, or they're thinking about doing this for somebody to maybe cause an imbalance either to your home, your rental property, or whatever, to cause you some kind of imbalance. But they're not going to be able to create an illusion with this. They're not going to be able to do it. So somebody's mad at somebody and they're going to try to mess up their HVAC. They're working together with who? A Capricorn, but they're not going to get away with it. So the Capricorn, that's the head of this cult. It could also be the president of a country that's a part of a cult. That always comes out in my readings. That Capricorn energy is working with someone that someone knows that either has a house, rental property, Airbnb, or whatever, and they're going to try to make an offer to someone that might be from New Zealand or something like that to mess up someone's plumbing or HVAC. But they're not going to be able to get away with it. It'll get illuminated. They're not going to be able to cause an illusion. The Seven of Swords reverse. So whoever sees this, just to let you know, if you got rental properties or if you have Airbnb or something like that, somebody is trying to set you up that's in a cult, and they're connecting with either one of your tenants or someone staying in your property, or this could be your own home. Okay. But they're not going to be able to get away with this. The Seven of Swords reverse. Tell me about this sports coach energy. Tell me about this sports coach energy, please and thank you. Somebody's releasing the burden. Maybe someone's also a sports coach, and something is too much of a burden for them to do. What is a burden for the sports coach? Somebody is walking away from something. They don't have the same energy for something anymore. Working together with somebody. Somebody could have said something, had some words with someone that was very disrespectful, and they're walking away from doing something so somebody might have said something, might have cussed, spoke something out because they're mad because someone's spell work backfired. Someone's mad that somebody is upset that their spell work backfired. A King of Wands reverse is a woman or a man that leads with their sexual energy. They treat their private parts like a change purse or a wallet that they utilize to get anything done or to make purchases. Literally, it's like anytime they want some. Y'all remember that movie with what's his name, Hustle and Flow? Whoop that trick! Whoop that trick! Get him, Terrence. What's y'all know what I'm talking about? Light skinned brother. Y'all remember he played in the Best Man movie too. Y'all remember he was trying to get a microphone, if you saw that movie, but he didn't have the money, and he had one of his tricks with him, and he used her basically as payment. And Terrence Howard, and he was like, I got a girl, she my girl, but she's not necessarily my girl. And then they got in a fight. It was a free YouTube movie, but nonetheless, they got in a fight, and she said, "You're not going to use me like a change purse or like your own wallet or something." Okay, the King of Wands reverse is a woman or a man that operates like that. Everywhere they go in life, they feel like, I could use my sexual energy as a form of currency for opportunities or to pay for things. And that's how they literally operate. So what about them? They're not going to take a risk. So their spell work backfired. Okay. Tell me about the senator. They're the senator that's not going to recover from something that they did. What did this senator do? They're backstabbed and betrayed. What did this senator do? Please and thank you. Y'all know what? They didn't want to let something go. There's a senator that knew that they had a criminal on the ground that put a hit on you because you were supposed to be dead. If you ever complained to the police or filed a report with the FBI about somebody that was gang stalking you, following you, trying to hurt and harm you, or anything like that, and they were intentionally not responding to you, and they were intentionally working with these people to try to hurry up and kill you, this energy that's been coming out, the Eight of Wands, Eight of Cups reverse, someone that just didn't want to let something go because they're a part of this cult. This senator was behind the FBI and everybody else not locking this person up and putting them in jail. So this senator is not going to recover. This senator is not going to recover for blocking this person from going to jail on purpose. They took very quick action to do something to block this person and stop them from getting locked up and going to jail, and they're closed emotionally because they're going to be exposed because the cycle is over with the world card, and they just can't get away with it. Who's this senator? Colorado. Yo. Woo! This might be a This might be a Colorado senator. I don't know. It might be a Colorado senator. I don't know, because I know there was a Colorado judge. That was waiting for that 8 of Cups reverse energy. Someone that just didn't want to let go of trying to kill you. They were like, have they killed them yet? Damn, hurry up and kill them. I thought y'all said this person was going to be dead by now. So there's a senator helping too. Tell me about, and the senator's not going to recover from this because you spiritually protected, baby. The 2 of Swords. They're aware. Tell me about this tarot card reader or prophetic speaker. Someone was orchestrating something. Someone that'll do anything for money. This could be the tarot card reader, or you could be a tarot card reader or a prophetic speaker. The Empress in the reverse. This could be Libra or any other sign. Did not get what they wanted. Okay. This could be a Libra or any other sign that did not get what they wanted with a Knight of Cups. Ally or someone, the King of Swords reverse. Somebody might have wanted somebody to get into some malicious energy with you, or they wanted a connection with the Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. Someone was trying to emotionally manipulate and gaslight either an ally, a friend, or just someone that they were trying, that they wanted to do something. Somebody's the wounded warrior, or this might be someone they were attacking. So there might be a Libra tarot card reader that was spiritually attacking someone because they couldn't get this person to get in some narcissistic energy and do what they wanted them to do because they have broken thinking. What else? Someone from the past, the 10 of Pentacles reverse. So this is someone connected to somebody from the past, the Empress reverse, that was waiting and expecting something. What were they waiting and expecting? This Empress in the reverse. It could be any sign. They were waiting to get away with something. But now they have to release the burden. Whatever they thought they was going to get away with. I told y'all about these tarot card readers that work for the government, that are a part of these cults that do hits on people. They do death spells and kill people. Tell me about somebody's brother, cousin, or sister in the FBI. I feel like this might be someone's ex-brother connected to someone in the FBI or in the FBI. These are people that are emotionally very immature. They're very emotionally immature, and they are part of this too. They're closed emotionally right now because the part they played, because they were giving to and receiving from the people that were trying to unalive you. They were a part of your gang stalking. And that's why they're closed emotionally right now, because they're part of this. And when the investigation goes down, they're going to lose their job and benefits. What's the 2 of Cups? Somebody's offer, someone rejected somebody, or somebody cut somebody off. Now somebody's cutting somebody off right now. And something might be about to come out in the news. Something could be about to come out in the news, or somebody knows that somebody's going to speak out the truth about something. So somebody might be cutting somebody off because they don't want to be attached to whatever they were a part of. Clarify that Page of Swords. Yup. Thanks, Fox. Yup, Fox, that one. Oh, that's only one of them. You better believe there's a whole cult of them all over the United States. That's just one of them. It's plenty of them. You heard about the one, damn. It's like anybody that does black magic, and if you're criminal minded, you can get a job in the FBI now. They had to arrest the one in Gaithersburg, Maryland, that sexually assaulted two Hispanic women. It got to the point where these people's entitlement complex to the point of delusion started making them feel like, well, hey, I got this badge. I can literally start essaying women in broad daylight and just no one's going to do nothing because I'm a part of the same cult that the governor's a part of. I'm a part of the same cult that all these officials are, these judges are a part of. So I can do it out in the open. When I tell y'all, some of these people have literally gotten so emboldened in their behavior that it's started pouring out into, I don't have to hide anything. I literally don't have to hide anything anymore because it's all of us are corrupt. So I could just sexually assault anybody I want to. Look it up. It's an FBI agent that got arrested in Gaithersburg, Maryland, that sexually assaulted two Hispanic women. And that's their fault because they are the enablers. By telling these people they could do whatever the hell they wanted to do. By telling these people, because you're a member of this cult, and all of us are corrupt, you can do whatever you want to whoever you want. And when you running a government like that, it enables people to believe it. And after a while, they start feeling like they can do whatever they want to whoever they want, and they don't have to even hide it anymore. You understand? That's why a lot of people don't trust authority. So somebody cut somebody off and they're pulling their energy away from someone in the FBI that's in trouble. Somebody wanted to win at all. Someone feels like this is something that they have to do in order to stay safe or to protect their own image. A Queen of Pentacles. Yup. I can't make it up. In order to protect their own job or their own livelihood, they have cut off somebody's ex's brother in the FBI because they're a part of an investigation of a conspiracy to commit murder. Tell me about somebody's play brother or play sister. Somebody's in the Five of Pentacles, or someone's isolated or something. They want their complete wish fulfillment. Someone might be isolating themselves. Clarify somebody's play brother or sister. Oh, this was their play brother or sister that cut them off. Okay. So whoever's ex this is that has a brother in the FBI or sister or cousin, their play brother or play sister is who cut them off. Maybe they are in the FBI too. But they cut them off because they don't want to be anywhere near this person or connected to them when they become a part of this investigation, which they're already a part of this investigation. I just keep hearing in my head, ring the alarm, ring the alarm, ring the alarm, or sound the alarm. Y'all remember that Beyonce song? That's what I keep hearing in my head. Sound the alarm, ring the alarm. Put it all out there. People don't realize it's walking traps that God set and put amongst all these fools that thought they wouldn't get caught up trying to hurt innocent people with their dumb ass. Give me a final message, Holy Divine Spirit. Give me a final message, please, and thank you. Give me a final message, please, and thank you. Final message. This might be a Gemini mother figure. Something was too much of a burden to sacrifice you. I have Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio, Gemini energy here. Something was too much of a burden to make you a sacrifice. Oh, they fucked up. When somebody decided that you were going to be the sacrifice, you know you done fucked up, right? You know you done fucked up, right? You said that you broke the bottle of beer at 11:02. But the bottle of beer didn't get cleaned up until 2:30 a.m. Yeah, Empress, love. Yeah. Yeah. You know you done fucked up, right? You know you done fucked up. Yeah. Don't make me do the Denzel Washington laugh. Pelican Bay. No, that was actually from Menace to Society. And Lori Taylor and Empress Love got the joke. They understood the assignment. Somebody messed up. Somebody messed up when they chose you for their sacrifice. I don't even got to go too far into it. Somebody then fucked up when they chose you to be their sacrifice. Final card. One final card to close out this read. Somebody has to practice restraint. Yep. Somebody has to practice restraint because they're stuck in a cycle. Trying to get a retard is stuck in a cycle. Surprise there. I'm telling you, I can see in my mind's eye all of these people in this cult coming together wearing helmets. No offense. For their own protection. I could literally see the people in this cult all wearing helmets to protect their heads, literally. Somebody can't defend themselves and they can't stand their ground. Oh, one day I'm going to make my own deck and I'm going to have the helmet people in the cult. I'm going to have a whole bunch of them drawn wearing helmets on their head. The special helmets for special people. Somebody's trying to avoid a tower right now and they're very sad about what they did in the past. It was a bad idea. This person is extremely childish, extremely immature, and everything that they wanted for you is going to happen for them. Guys, we're blessed. We're blessed in the city. We're blessed in the field. We're blessed when we go, and we're blessed when we come home. Remember, you're blessed. Stay in the highest vibration of love at all times. Stay connected to God through meditation, okay, and prayer, so you can know how to move and where to move and when to move, and keep your business off the internet and from speaking it out in the open because of the monitoring spirits. No weapons will be formed against you, but they will not prosper. I'm Quan Yin, and this is I Have No Cut Cards Tarot. I show gratitude right now for my collective of the highest vibration of love. I show gratitude right now for the spiritual protection that comes as a result of being in the highest vibration of love. Thank you. And we show gratitude for favor and for protection. I show gratitude right now for the Most High God, Yeshua, Yao. I show gratitude right now for Christ, Jehovah. I show gratitude right now for complete restoration financially, spiritually, energetically, emotionally. I show gratitude right now for Earth, Wind, and Fire, both the group and the elements. I show gratitude right now for old cycles coming to a complete end and the new world coming and unfolding before us right now as we speak. And a new reality, ending cycles of unkindness and lacking love. I show gratitude right now for each and every one of the planets that God created with the different vibrational frequencies and the energies to get our manifestations, our affirmations, and prayer requests granted. Oh, Holy One, the moon. Oh, Holy One, the sun, Utu Shamish, who sits at the head of Mars, Madin, Gugiana, Jupiter, Enlil, Zadik, Saturn, Shabaka, Nanerta, the moon, Lavana, Nana, Mercury, Koke, Anki, Venus, Anene, Nogay. I show gratitude for the GoFundMe for a new singing bowl. Just a joke. Right now, I decree and declare by the authority and power of Christ, Jehovah, I release fire on every witchcraft attack being used on and sent to me right now. Burst into flames and scatter in the name of Jesus. Let every charm on or under the ground and in my abode. Let every evil altar, let every candle, every demonic picture or item referencing my name, let its power right now be nullified and neutralized. Let its power be banished and destroyed by the fire, power, and light of Christ, Jehovah. Abracadabra. Let the forces of darkness right now, I command to get and flee from around me and scatter. Whatsoever ye shall bind on earth shall be bound in heaven, and whatsoever ye shall loose on earth shall be loosed in heaven. Right now, by the authority of Christ Jehovah, in Jesus' name, we bind and contain all magic sent under this new moon to cause us any spiritual or financial or physical or energetic imbalances to our life. Right now, we bind and contain that magic in heaven and on earth. Right now, we bind and contain every hex, every spell, every evil eye, every evil intention projected and sent towards us. We bind and contain it on the etheric plane, on the ethereal plane, on the astral, mental, physical, and emotional plane. And we return it directly back to its sender to plant in their energy field and remain stuck to them and manifest to them exactly the outcome they wanted for us. Right now, we return all spell work back to the sender. Abracadabra. Let every form of witchcraft and all of its effects burst into flames and scatter, be neutralized and nullified right now and completely destroyed. Right now, I bind every evil influence and command you to get and flee from my home, from my life, from my business, from my environment. I dismantle with my mouth every stronghold of witchcraft right now. I command every hex and curse to break right now. No weapon formed against me shall prosper. Let every tongue that rise up against me in judgment be thou condemned. For greater is he that is within me than he that is within this world. Surely he shall deliver thee from the fowler's snare and from the deadly noisome pestilence. Right now, I break the power of this witchcraft and spell work in the name of Christ Jehovah. Right now, I decree and I declare no power can stand against me. No power of darkness has or will ever have any power over me. By Christ's power, I break the force and power of every spell, curse, and charm that any witch, warlock, or coven of idiots has over my life right now. Let every force of witchcraft right now submit and bow down to my authority in Christ on every plane of existence and be completely dismantled. Right now, I renounce all ties to witchcraft sent to and at me by the power of Christ Jehovah. Right now, I break in Jesus' name every tie, connection, and agreement with every enchantment of witchcraft put against me right now under this new moon. Right now, I neutralize and nullify every curse spoken. Split and remove the tongue of my curses. Let their power be banished, fall to the ground, and scatter. Let their power be rendered powerless and ineffective. Let the effects of witchcraft on my body, mind, and spirit right now be reversed and undone. Right now, I decree and declare complete freedom and healing. I am completely restored to wholeness, and I am divinely protected on every plane, from the crown of my head to the sole of my feet. Abata chinhoy, besamai mitano, samei kadis, mangista timta, fakadit, besamai in the hornets in the hoop, bamadar to whom. Yaletin Jedachin and Sitanzade. Bedelachin and M Yeker, Belin Inya, Yabedalun and Yeker, and Deminil. What if Atanam, Atagban, Kakafu, Adanenji, Mungis Yantanatana, Highland, Mizganam, Leatheralamu, Amen. Boxum, Bopsum, Memphis, Kadusum, and I'm locked. Amen. Bopsum, Bopsum, Memphis, Kadusum, and I'm locked. Amen. Bopsum, Bopsum, Memphis, Kadusum, and I'm locked. Amen. Let every demonic spirit get from around me right now. Umima is a consuming fire. I release Christ's fire on every demonic spirit, using anyone or anything to cause me any spiritual, financial, or physical imbalance right now. Right now, I flood this prayer with Christ's light, fire, and power for Mercury, Cocaine, Anki, strength, speed, and impact. I decree and declare the sun will not spike me by day nor the moon by night. Right now, I take authority over every witchcraft attack being sent toward me by sun and by moon. Let it burst into flames and scatter. I shall prosper and be in good health. Every pre-witchcraft attack, let it be cut off and diminished by fire on every plane. Every witchcraft attack going on in my life right now, and in this live, and in this environment right now, let its power be banished and destroyed by my authority in Christ. Right now, I cancel every dark, evil projection into my life and environment right now. Let every force of darkness right now get and flee from my home and environment. Abracadabra. I will create as I speak. Catch fire in the name of Iao, Yeshua. Witchcraft powers sponsoring repeated problems and attacks. They shall not come to pass, neither shall it stand. Catch fire right now. Every waster assigned to waste my life and time. Catch fire. Scatter right now in the name of Jesus. Right now, I command peace, strength, and tranquility throughout this day and throughout this weekend. I now close all portals and sever every energetic cord that no longer serves me. And I fully reclaim my divine power, sovereignty, and light. May the blessings be. By the light of the eternal flame, I release all ties that bring me pain. From hex and from bind, from spell and from chain. I reclaim my power, whole and sane. Through ancestral lines, I now ascend. All wounds and shadows I transcend. No force can hold, no bind can stay. I walk in light, I cleared my way. With sovereign will, my soul is free. It's protected by divine decree. By earth, by fire, by air, and by sea. I am whole, I am pure, I am free. May the blessings be, moted be, so shall it be. Ashe. Happy Friday, y'all. Angel Hoyt, Carlotta Johnson, Unbothered Empress, Jessica B, Empress Love Love, Empress High Priestess, Patricia Baldwin. Thank you for being a part. If you're still here, you were praying with us. Thank you, Laurie Taylor, Unbothered Empress, Diane Garrison, Alleluia Empanadas, Stop Making Me Hungry, Carlotta Johnson. Oh, goodness. Hermit Tarot, Patrice Baldwin, Linda Taylor, Janet Judd, Steph 317, Fox That's One. Yes. I thank each and every last one of you that stay around for the prayer. Diane Garrison, each one of you, your prayers and your energy is more precious than silver and gold to me. It's worth more than any money that could be printed on any paper or anything. Energy is the new currency, while always being the old currency. It never changed. Janet Judd, I thank you for your energy and your love. Most important, remember, love is the most important thing. Love of self first, and then universal love. Rainbow Warrior 33, and everyone else. If I missed you, I apologize. I thank you for your energy and your prayers. Guys, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to get my breakfast. I love you very much. I will be back in a little while after a short break. I am QUAN. Remember to always love. This is I Have No Cut Cards Tarot.